requesting for minimum of 250,000 naira per month. So, okay, we considered to that 70,000 naira with a view by the assurances of the federal government then that the price of petroleum product will remain as it was.
The labor leaders, the trade union leaders and labor leaders in this country, we are well prepared. They can call us all sorts of names. It's just unfortunate that the security agents in this country, most of them that are married, either men or women, their family, they knew that the cost of living is biting.
They called on the government of Nigeria to consider the current hardship the people are facing and reverse the price increase. Meanwhile, due to the increase in price of petroleum, the ever-busy roads of Lagos are free of the usual congestion, which made people to frown at the monopolization of petroleum importation by the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited.
You know the monopoly, but yes, you see, the issue is that Nigerians are funny. Little thing they will say monopoly. Now, for instance, if you are selling rice now, you are the one bringing rice, you are selling this, people will say you are monopolizing it. There was a time government threw the market open, get your license import. People they kept quiet. Now the government is saying that for now NNPCL will be the one that will be the direct buyer from Dangote and then sell to marketers. They are talking of monopoly. I think that may be a test run. It may not stand.
We must rescue Nigeria as a whole, from the yoke of imperialism, because imperialism has taken over Nigerian context, which is a moribund capitalism. And what is moribund capitalism? When the capitalist system cannot work, when they don't have solution to governance.
Going through major roads in Ikeja, the capital of Lagos State, most filling stations are not operating, while their long queues are the very few ones that are dispensing petroleum product to the public.
Meanwhile, in Abeokuta, Ogun State capital, residents of the state have expressed divergent views following the new petroleum price as released by the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation. When our correspondent visited some petrol stations within the state capital, a vast majority were on the lock and keys, while some were selling for 910 naira and 1,000 naira per litre. Speaking to Galaxy News, some residents said it's been a Herculean task getting a product despite spending hours at the petrol station. They have appealed to the federal government to reconsider the new price regime, saying its non-reversal will lead to increase in goods and services.
My friend just told me that the fuel has been increased to 897 naira per litre, and I was like, I've been buying that one normally, and he said that though that's not the actual, but that's the actual price for NNPC pump now. I was like, how come? But I don't know what to do. But for a year now, I've been here for over 1 hour now, queuing for petrol. And the price of the fuel is 905 per litre as we speak now. So I'm still on the queue.
It's increased to 855. But I've been here since around 45 minutes now on queue for the fuel in the AP filling station here. And the price is 910. That's the price they're selling now here in the AP here. It's 910 naira per litre. It's going to affect everybody, even though economically. The more the fuel go up, the more everything will be cost.
We are not happy at all. Not happy. Of course, it will affect now. The last time they increased it, everything just rise. Talk much of this one that increased at 9 something. It will affect all this thing now. They can revise the price if they want to. But if they actually revise the price at the increment of the fuel, if they can revise it, definitely everything will come down. That's the only way to resolve this issue.
You're still on to Galaxy News. We'll quickly take a break and we'll return. The news continues to stay with us. Now, for more updates and latest news, please visit our website www.galaxytvonline.com. Connect with us on our X handle at Galaxy TV. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/GalaxyTVNews. You can follow and interact with us on our Facebook page, facebook.com/GalaxyTV. Don't forget to follow and tag us on our Instagram page at Galaxy TV. You can also avail our eyewitness feature via WhatsApp. If you have breaking news around you, simply share your story by sending short clips or videos of the news on 018-666-669. Our social media platforms are user-friendly and can always accommodate your live updates and comment. And you can easily scan our IG QR code as well. The High Court of the Federal Capital Territory FCT in Abuja has declined to vacate an order which restricted the anti-hunger protesters in the FCT to Moshood Abiola Stadium, known as the National Stadium, for the purpose of staging protest. Instead, the vacation court on Wednesday opted to return the case file to the Chief Judge of the High Court for reassignment to regular court for adjudication. Our correspondent Kunle Ojo sent in this report.
The suit was instituted by the FCT Minister Nyesom Wike against the #EndBad Governance protesters led by Omoyele Sowore and others. At Wednesday's proceedings, Justice Ivana Sariji had requested explanations from counsel to the FCT Minister George Ibrahim whether the suit still had life in view of the fact that August 1st to 10th protest had come and gone. The counsel, in his explanation, drew the attention of the judge to a letter written to the FCT Minister by the protesters, where they asserted that the protest might last longer than August 10. He also drew the attention of the court to fresh processes filed by Omoyele Sowore and 3 others, where he alleged that they were still in the mood for another round of protest. The lawyer informed the court that Sowore and other 3 defendants, through their lawyer, Inibehe Efiang, served in 4 different voluminous processes on September 2nd and that the processes were contentious. They requested from adjournment to enable him read the processes and respond appropriately. Justice Orichi, after carefully listening to the 2 lawyers, reminding them that the FCT court vacation would terminate on September 13, while normal court sitting would commence on September. He would not be able to fully determine the matter in the remaining few days. The judge held that the proper thing in the circumstances was to refer the case file to the Chief Judge to be reassigned to any of the normal courts. He consequently ordered that the case file be made available to the Chief Judge for the matter to be heard after vacation.
Some of them have responded today, the first 4 defendants and even the Inspector General of Police. They have responded to the claim, and then they have 5 processes, particularly the 1st to 4th defendants, who were the forerunners of the entire protest. And so who were just served with novel processes they have filed. They have a process to challenge the court's jurisdiction. They have one motion seeking to set aside the order the Honorable Court made, which is to last until the motion on notice is heard. Ordinarily, the business of the court today was for the hearing of the motion for interlocutory injunction. But in view of these processes they have filed, particularly the one challenging the court's jurisdiction, the court cannot go ahead to hear that application for interlocutory injunction until issue of jurisdiction is settled.
3 murders that my lord had made on the 31st of July and renewed on the 13th of August. That application is pending. We have also filed a notice of preliminary objection saying that the suit should be dismissed with substantial cost. We have also opposed their motion for interlocutory injunction. But let me place this on record, and I want you to hear this part clearly. If you were in the courtroom, you would have heard when my noble lord said in clear terms that the restrictive order made on the 31st of July was meant to last from the 1st to 10th of August.
The federal government has declared its readiness to continue to fund research through the Tertiary Education Trust Fund for rapid socio-economic development in the country. The Minister of Education, Professor Tahir Mamin, who gave the assurance while addressing journalists at Abuja, commended TETFund for preferring solutions to the missing link between academia and the industry. He said intense and wide consultations were ongoing with institutions and organizations that could partner with and support TETFund with the aim of driving interest and encourage organizations as well as individuals to participate and identify technologies with the view to establishing enterprises and enhancing the performance of existing businesses.
The Tertiary Education Trust Fund is an intervention agency set up by the federal government to provide support to particular, especially tertiary level institutions in Nigeria, whose purpose is to provide funds for the rehabilitation, restoration, and consolidation of tertiary education in the country.
The Minister expressed confidence in the fund for recognizing the imperative need to enhance the linkages of these impressive academia performances to industry and the day-to-day life of the average Nigerian, adding that financial institutions, funding agencies, organizations, individuals and entrepreneurs who source technologies to establish enterprises. He urged researchers, inventors and creators who express interest to showcase their technologies to participate free of charge in the fair.
The TETFund has noted the immense improvement in the performance of universities, polytechnics and colleges of education in Nigeria, especially in the area of research and development. The research outputs from the natural sciences, technology and innovation, the social sciences and arts from these institutions are being recognized and respected all over the world, leading to an extraordinary increase in the number of professors, PhD graduates, and the general quality of teaching and research.
Leads to the development of products and services that will improve the lives of our people. Come and showcase. You basically go on our website. I don't have a separate platform, and that will be unveiled today. But tomorrow we also have the media advertisements and so on coming up. So we thank the Honorable Minister for flagging this off. We thank the Ministry for the sustained support to the fund, and we want to pledge that we will continue to come up with programs that will help to address the current and future challenges of the government.
The Board of Trustees and the National Executive Council of the Arewa Consultative Forum have expressed deep concern over the grave and escalating crisis plaguing the region and by extension the nation. In a meeting attended by a number of former governors and stakeholders, they say it's time to change the narrative and restore the historical tranquility, peace and prosperous northern region as it was over 24 years ago. The northern elders identified challenges such as inability to secure lives and properties, deepening level of poverty, corruption, and ineffectiveness of traditional institutions as issues that need urgent attention.
Troubling the north more than insecurity. The historically quiet, peaceful, and prosperous north is today ravaged by Boko Haram and other insurgents, banditry, as well as other violent crimes. The menace of drug trafficking and abuse keeps growing by the day.
Anonymously, the further called on the need to review the Nigerian Constitution as well as the administrative structure for the growth and development of the nation.
The federal government sponsors one or more exercises at constitutional review. It is necessary to dispel the impression that the North is or has been shy or is averse to or afraid of any review of the Nigerian Constitution. Nothing can be further from the truth. We must put all and sundry on notice that the North is ready, now and in future, and will be willing to consider any proposals for changing the constitution as well as administrative structure of Nigeria.
And I'll move over to the foreign desk for more news.
This is news from the international scene. Russian airstrikes in Ukraine's western city of Lviv overnight killed at least 7 people, including children, and injured at least 38 people, regional officials said on Wednesday. Lviv Mayor Andriy Sadovi said that the 3 of the deaths were children. In some areas in northern Ukraine, the air alert was still sounding at 8:30 a.m. as the Air Force was still detecting Russian combat drones in the air. A residential building in the city center near the train station caught fire. 2 schools in the town, about 70 kilometers from the Polish border, were also damaged. The railway had to provide some trains in the region with diesel locomotives due to power failure. On Tuesday, more than 50 people were killed and around 270 injured in a Russian missile attack on the central Ukrainian city of Poltava. These